that! It's all yours, Special Beam Cannon!
Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey chapter 219. It is the second day of the week, aka the Special Beam Cannon workout. I am feeling pretty good. I'm actually feeling very good, very excited. It's been a while. Hopefully the lower body day today goes a little better than it did last time, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, to the main subject matter at hand, which I think is twofold, really. One, I'm going to talk about why I called it Special Beam Cannon, and also because, there might be a theme here all of a sudden, but that's one. And then two, I'm also going to be discussing one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on this year. That is one of my goals, which I've probably made the title of this video and or I've made the thumbnail. So one of the two, I have a very good feeling. But I think I'll start off with talking about the name of the day, and then I'll go into the details and everything that I'm going to be doing for one of the two main goals for this year. So there's really three, but the first two are like the main ones. The third one is a tertiary goal. So I will say I'll give that one I'll hold out on. But Special Beam Cannon, that's right. It is named after the intro video, as you probably saw. That move particularly from Piccolo, I think is just a cool name, and it's a sick name. It's also a great it's a great move as well, so why not? I was just like thinking about these things, and I was like, should I keep it Dragon Ball Z? I might dive in a little bit other ones. I'm not gonna lie, there are other franchises I kind of want to take names from, but I kind of want to keep it Dragon Ball Z related, or just Dragon Ball in general related for this year, and then maybe change it out whenever it changes, or if it evolves, maybe change it out. I made a video a few weeks back about how I didn't have a name for a day, and then I realized, oh, this day is no longer real. So that's the funny thing about these things, is that they will get up to a certain point, and then I'll probably just change it out. So if I have a day that gets like amalgamated with another one, or combined is the best way to describe that, Oscar. If I get one of those days again, then I'll just do that, and then I'll probably just call it a placeholder name or something like that, like Workout B, that type of boring shit, but I've already talked about that probably in another video. I'm very excited to talk about what I'm trying to do this year. I have two big goals. One will be a whole other video, which will probably be the next video actually, and then the second one will be the second goal, which is after this. I will discuss that when we get downstairs. But with that being said, I will see you downstairs. All right, so started this day off with squats, which were really nice. I had to pull up the hood because the hood was getting in the way of the bar, which felt weird, but it is what it is. Made me feel more Jimmy. But anyways, I hate saying that word, but it is what it is. But anyways, back to the main subject matter at hand. Special Beam Cannon / Gorilla Glutes. First, let me talk about the Special Beam Cannon. Why did I go with that? Because one, very memorable move from Dragon Ball Z. Two, it was something that I was like, I gave Goku his flowers, obviously. So I might as well give Piccolo his flowers. I loved Piccolo as a great character, so I love it. And that was the main reason why I went with Special Beam Cannon, was because of that. I was like, all right, let me give this guy his flowers. But anyways, back to the other main subject matter at hand, which is the Gorilla Glutes. I'm going for the master plan to put more mass on my ass, basically. There is a reason for that, because I've noticed that my glutes have become the weak point in a lot of my leg movements, basically, and also just walking in general, actually. I found that out recently. I've been just like, by doing these days and really focusing on the glutes, it's been actually a really good idea for them. So I really like the things that I'm doing for that. I've only really added a couple things, but I really want to focus slowly more and more. So I will do that as time progresses. It is something that I have done, and also I have seen just it
pay dividends in other lifts as well, which is kind of nice because now I don't have as much knee pain as I once did. I'm also doing one other thing, which I'll actually talk about here. I don't do this exercise here because I don't have it in this episode yet, but I will in a later one, which is I get a tibialis bar or a tib bar. So I have that going for me, which I will talk about a little bit when you see it. It is also going into the refocus on the lower body to make sure that I'm doing it well. Also going back to 2 days worth. I think one day was just not enough for me. My legs felt like they were shrinking, and honestly, they were getting worse. I feel like a lot of my joints and things like that were getting a little too achy because I were just getting overly non-used, if that makes any sense, which was annoying. But I really was trying to go for the mass in the ass, basically. The gorilla glutes is the main thing for this year, which is strange. I would have never thought I would have said that before, but I really want to fix that one big glaring weakness in my repertoire, not even in my physique, just like generally speaking. It has already made a big difference in my walking. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I don't feel nearly as sore as I once did the day before. And I feel like a lot of my joints are not as fucked as they once were as well. It's kind of nice. It allows me to get a little bit further than I thought I would be able to in some of these movements. And also, I'm not nearly as fearful as I once was because the joints were really, really rough right after. And especially when I moved to 1 day a week for a lower body, it really started to get rough out there. But now that I've refocused myself on something like that, just trying to work out this one particular part, especially in the back, because you don't see it, it's been working out wonders so far. Gorilla glutes, gorilla glutes, gorilla glutes, gorilla glutes, gorilla glutes, gorilla glutes.
I'm somewhat in the middle, meaning that I am a possessor of a massive ass.
And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped. We have 2. We have wrist rollers, number 1. Number 2 is the calf raises. Why? Because I don't have the calf block yet. Still waiting on that. But anyways, and then the wrist roller, hand, still not 100%. It's almost there. I'm like 95% sure, but I'm going to have to take it extra slow. I don't want to rush it. So it might not be something until next month that gets started. But anyways, back to the main subject matter at hand. What is it? What is it? One of my 2 goals. There you go. AKA gorilla glutes. Yes, I want to do the gorilla glutes. I'm trying to follow the master plan that I need in order to gain mass on that ass. Why? Mostly I've probably already talked about it, but I think it's basically the biggest weakness I have when it comes to a lot of my movements, especially leg movements. I think a lot of other things try to compensate versus my actual glutes. So it's time to get those bad boys up as much as humanly possible. So that is one of the goals. I'll be doing more glute related things whenever I start going to the actual gym. I will be going to the gym for at least 1 day a week, maybe 2. I'm still debating on the second one, but 1 day a week, which will be a lower body day. So that's where you'll see the gorilla glutes and all that other stuff. I actually haven't done that day yet, so I have to wait and see. I was going to do it this week, but right now we're getting a bunch of snow, so that's fun. But that's a whole other subject for a whole other day. I actually might be tomorrow's episode. Who knows? It all depends on how I'm feeling. But with that being said, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this one. This one's a little bit of a hodgepodge one, but also I do have 2 things to talk about that are serious and contemplative and all that other stuff. I've most likely discussed all of those things, but tell me what your thoughts below are. Also, the amount of probably times I've said ass and gorilla glutes and things like that. Please have a counter right here. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Keep it heavy. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.